to the USA press conference for SVOR. We have we have four drivers. Sorry, we're supposed to have five, but someone can't make it. So we got Lucasade, we've got SV Custard, we've got SV Babu, and we have the spares. We're going to go to Lucasade first because he needs to shoot off very quickly. Question one for yourself. In your view, what actually happened in qualifying? Obviously, you did mention a little during qualifying last week, but if you could elaborate on what actually happened,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, obviously, come to the bus stop there, chicane. I saw the two Williams pull over to the side because I thought I'm gonna go start the laps. None of those two moved. Then all of a sudden I got hit from behind by Gangster Al, and unfortunately they retired me in quali.
And the last question for yourself: why was your race so bad?
Um, well, it's a track. It's not really the best track for me. To be fair, it's not really the best. There's a few tracks it's not
We
really
know
the
that
best
from
for me.
last season,
Yeah. So
but you put it into the
at
pit.
least it was in a wall instead of a pit entry this time.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much for your time. We'll move on to Bonge. Obviously, talking about the little qualifying incident that we had, you were sort of involved in that kind of incident. But from your view, what could you see that happened between Gangster Out and Lucas?
Uh, Basically, carrying on from what Luke said, it just stemmed from I let my teammate go just before the start of the final sector at Stabilo, and he slowed unnecessarily coming out of Blanchimont and pretty much stopped at the bus stop. And I still wanted to be the car behind, so I stopped behind him. A couple of cars went through, and then I saw Luke slowing down, but Gangster Al didn't slow down, hit the back of Luke, and those two retired. So my view really is just other two drivers not really paying attention and focusing on what's going on.
Yeah, obviously, be your teammate in the race last week. What's your pace like going to USA tomorrow?
Well, USA is one of my weakest tracks, so I'm not really expecting miracles. Just aiming to finish, keep some points on the board. Um, and main goal is just to beat my teammate.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. We'll move on to SV Pagoo. Still leading the championship after two rounds, but only by 5 points separate you and your teammate. I know we speak a lot about how good you are both at teammates, but could we see a heated rivalry happening anytime soon?
Um, it's possible. Um, Definitely possible. Brad's always improving, and whenever Brad improves, that forces me to step up my game, So, because obviously in a team, the one person you really want to beat is your teammate, you know, just to make a statement. But at the moment, it's 1-1 in qualifying, and it's 1-1 at the races. So we're pretty much on equal terms. Only you know, um, if Brad managed to get the win, which, in all fairness, what we said last week, he deserved. Um, we be equal on points right now. Um, so yeah, it's possible for a rivalry. Um, Obviously, me and him are leading the championship at the moment, 1 and 2. And we're obviously winning the constructors as well. So at the moment, there's still all to play for. There's no team orders at the moment at all. There's no clear winner, so we're still fighting for our individual titles. And we've been quite fortunate, to be fair, because one of our main contenders, Snorlax, has just had so much bad luck over the first 2 races. But I know he'll be looking forward to USA because this is home race. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, obviously you did just mention USA there. Obviously it is just round the corner. What is your pace like around the circuit of the Americas?
I mean, USA, it feels a lot like Silverstone. Obviously with the Maggots and Beckett section that they have in Sector 1. I'm quite confident around USA. Obviously, in Sector 1, it can be really easy to pick up warnings and penalties in Sector 1. And tyre temps can be a pretty big issue and cost you a race. So I will be doing some experimenting what I can and can't do with the setups and the tyres and stuff to try and maximise my race pace.
Yeah, well, obviously you did pick up 3rd last week. Bit of a surprise. I thought you were. Obviously, you did have a bit of trouble with Sergeant Milk. We don't actually know what happened because the clip that we received from Despairs, when he was looking behind, it looked like there was a large amount of lag.
Yeah,
could you just tell us what happened?
Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of lag for me as well. There was people in front of me were red X'ing and stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay. I just let them go until hopefully the lobby calms down a little bit. But going into No Name, I watched the stream and I saw it on stream, and obviously I've gone to turn left into No Name, and Sergeant Milk was there, but on the stream it says that it showed that I ghosted, and when I came across it then shows me spinning. So, you know, there was a bit of lag there. Obviously it was a bit heated at the time, and I apologised to Sergeant Milk as well for what was said, because it wasn't right. It wasn't his fault. It was just lag. You know, if there wasn't lag involved, then yeah, fair enough. I took it to stewards and stuff like that. But because lag was involved, I didn't honestly see the point, because obviously, you know, you can't penalise lag. You know, and what the game's absolutely appalling coding. So, but it is what it is. I made the comeback drive for all that matters. I made the most of what I could, and I got the best result that I could that day. Especially with having to pit and even getting desynced as well. So.
Yeah, well, obviously, congratulations. Obviously, tomorrow is a new day, so obviously, I'm sure you'll be going for the win, not gaining, sorry. But thank you very much. We'll move on to the final person, Despairs. Started the season off very well, picking up a 5th place at Belgium. What is your mindset going into USA?
Well, I mean, it's been a good couple races. A good few points. I just, want to get in the top 10, really. Have a good qualifying, then just focus on the racing, get in the top 10. Avoid any accidents. If anyone.
Yep. Obviously, you did just mention that you do want to finish in the top 10. You are currently sitting in 5th in the championship. So it's looking very good for yourself. You're basically best of the rest. Obviously, you are beating your teammate in the team battles against, I believe it's Southern Ping. Obviously, he did miss Australia. But will you be looking to continue dominating that team battle after USA and for the rest of the championship?
Hopefully, but I've not seen enough from Southern Ping to see if his pace is better than mine. So I can't really make a judgment on whether I can beat him or not. But hopefully, yeah, I can keep it up and beat him in the teammate battle if I can.
Well, congratulations. Yep. Thank you.
If I remember
all the
rightly,
drivers
you actually
turning
had
up.
some quite good pace at USA last season. If I remember rightly.
Mhm.
I'm sure you
Yeah, I
did.
like USA. So good 2 races.
Yeah, I could tell.
I don't know what's after that.
To be fair, I did see you in VVR in the F2 cars, and you had some decent pace with those. So you never know, you might be able to replicate that into the
Beat you, did he?
F1 cars. But yeah, he did beat me. Apart from
But
the
then,
first
and
race
then
where he
in the
decided
second
to
race,
crash.
I had that
No,
controller thing. I
first,
crashed.
no, the first race you crashed,
Oh yeah,
and then the
yeah.
second race you, I think you won pretty comfortably. To be fair, or came second. I'm not really sure. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for turning up. Obviously, we do have the USA Grand Prix tomorrow, starting at 8 PM. You'll have myself, SV Gorilla, and I believe SV One Shot if he is actually awake, because I know he's asleep at the moment. So he will have us in the commentary box. Until then, we will see you tomorrow, and goodbye.